Oh gosh, this thing on already? Alright, cool. Right. Oh, welcome to the first video of the series. That I don't have a name for yet. Uh, man, if you can't tell, I don't know where to go right now, or where to start. Kind of mad, because I already made this video. I recorded it earlier for like an hour and 15 minutes of what I was actually going to talk about in this video. And the mic was really bad. So I had to retest it and redo everything else again, which sucks. Maybe a good thing, though, because I might be able to make it into a shorter video. Which damn man, that ruins everything I wanted to do. But it was a good experience to watch me and figure out where I could have started beginning. So essentially, what I didn't do on the first recording is what I'll do now. I'll do a basic introduction to myself. I mainly play League. My name is Contagious Plague on I'm in game. In most of them, I believe, except for Smite, where my Smite name is Flabby Babby, and the Babby comes from, I guess, my half name, which you'll probably hear me refer to quite often, is Babu or Babby. That came about maybe 2 or 3 years ago when my friend accidentally called me Babby rather than Bobby or Rob, whatever. I don't like Bobby. Wow, it's weird to say, talking about myself. And it kind of just stuck. It stuck like that ever since. That's just what I refer to myself now as, Babby, for the most part, whenever I'm talking to people that I'm close friends with or something like that. But in Game and League, Contagious Plague, this series right here is going to be generally focused on competitive gaming for the most part as a whole. I'm going to be doing a lot of esports. Haven't really come up with a name yet. It's probably going to be something like Let's Talk Esports. I like the sound of that. Now, the more I say it, I kind of like it. So essentially, Let's Talk Esports is going to be about esports and talking about it for the majority of the time. Mostly about League of Legends. I play myself. I've been watching the competitive scene the longest out of any other game that I'll be talking about. So I probably have a higher understanding of how that game works compared to the others that I really want to start getting into competitive. Not competitively myself per se, but like scene wise and community wise. So essentially, I guess I won't. You know what? I guess I can take this video to not really talk about much except for what the videos will be about. This is a good intro video, and I think about it. Which does kind of suck because I wasted an hour and 15 minutes actually talking about things. But we won't talk about that right now. There's salt. If there was salt on my desk, I'd use it. So essentially, Let's Talk Esports is going to be me, and Contagious Plague, Babby, whatever you want to call me, talking to you guys about certain topics that come up in certain scenes or games, specific matches, matchups, and why they're highly contended, matchups and why they were bad, and games that like could have been different if these certain things were differently. I guess certain matchups I can do the history of the teams themselves. Like I know the NALCS finals just had TLG versus TSM, 3-0 baby. And then obviously in LCK for League is also going to be KT versus SKT, and same thing it could be for StarCraft, which is KT versus SKT sometimes, and the players. The games I usually will be talking about is probably going to be majority of League and CSGO. I don't really play CSGO myself per se, but I did recently start watching the competitive scene when CLG picked up their team, which I guess was about maybe 3 months ago now, maybe longer. I don't actually remember, but it's been a while now. Couple of months. I did watch a bunch of Thorin videos on CSGO, or whatever he usually has to say, his insight on the whole scene, because he's been around it forever. And I know people that used to be pros in like 1.6 and stuff that talk to you about it and everything. So I've tried to build up my CSGO knowledge per se. I don't have a lot of in-game knowledge. I know when good things kind of happen, and I know why they're significant in a sense, but I don't exactly I don't really understand buy patterns. Like I don't really understand how you shop when you get the money with the kills and all that. Whatever it is, I don't I don't fully understand that concept, but I understand when one certain strategic strategy is good compared to one other that is like faltered a little bit, or why it faltered and why it could have been different if other people did certain things. Um, I will also be trying to talk about Smite. I haven't watched a lot of Smite. Surprisingly, I do play the game a decent bit. But I didn't really watch the games competitively much. I watched the launch tournament a bit, and a little after that, and then I watched some of season 2 games. I watched the season no season yeah, I did watch some season 2 games, but I watched the season 1 championships um with COG Prime and MLG Stealth, baby, kicking ass, and Barracuda. Um, I did watch a few of the season 2 games, like I said, only because MLC Stealth and Barracuda went to Cloud9, which is like a secondary favorite team of mine, or organization, I should say. So I was excited about that. I didn't really watch a lot of them. I watched some of them. Other than that, I will try to talk about Dota also. So it's basically gonna be MOBAs and CS:GO, and then Halo. I will be doing some Halo. I have watched some Halo. Um, I won't know a lot of the history of Halo. I haven't really been watching it all that long. I didn't pay attention when it was actually big with like Halo 2 and Halo 1 and 3 and those kind of things. I didn't really pay attention to competitive gaming like that at the time, as much as I do now. Um, so essentially, that's what this video series is going to be about. It's supposed to be going to be me talking about the games. I might have some other people from like the channel come on. I might have like Scurvy come on, also known as Frankie. Might have Sunstorm come on, who's also known as Sunstorm. He, I don't think he put. I think he put up a Hearthstone video already. I think that was pretty much it, and I think he did a Smite video. Me and him were playing Smite on the stream that I did. If you've watched it, and then the Rocket League one also. Uh, I don't. I mean, I'll have a few people on probably. It won't be anything like major people. Maybe one day. Double if sent by, please. Um, and then essentially, I mean, I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do with the videos themselves, how I'm gonna go about them. I don't really have a structure for them yet. A lot of the league videos are probably gonna seem more like VOD reviews when I'm going over some of the matches, which I guess is kind of a VOD review anyway. I'll probably be going over the matches, the builds, why they were bad, what happened in this fight, that kind of thing. Um, so yeah, that's I guess that's technically like a VOD review. Um, I believe after this one, I guess the first official video I'll be doing will be hopefully by all right. So hopefully by next week, I'm gonna try and have them come out every Wednesday nightish. Almost vomited. We're okay. That won't happen every Wednesday. Hopefully, vomit. But essentially, I'm going to. Right. The first major video that I'm gonna try to do is gonna be about teams going to Worlds for League and the group draw, the group poll. Um, After that, I guess I could. It'll be kind of late after that, 2 weeks from now, to go over the CS:GO major that just happened in Cologne. But I guess I could maybe do that. But it's kind of already a little late for that. It just happened. Fnatic won. Envious. The semifinals were fantastic games, like VP versus Fnatic and TSM versus Envious, which was pretty awesome. Um, there's really nothing going on for Dota right now. I know TI5 just ended, which was really cool. I did get to watch that. The setup was awesome. The stage was really cool. I like how they did a lot of the fan things, which was like a 10v10, which was interesting to see in a MOBA that I've played forever. Not Dota specifically, but MOBAs in general. Um, I don't think there's anything happening in Halo right now. I think the championship series just ended because the championship was at PAX Prime. I think, pretty sure. PAX Prime didn't happen yet. I don't think actually. Where did it happen? I think it was Gamescom with the Halo championships. I think it was Gamescom because I think EG just beat out TLG. I don't actually know. I've been trying to keep up with Halo, but it's up and down. It's back and forth. I watch the league 24/7. Um, and then I think that's pretty much everything that I'll be talking about, game wise, and esport wise. So then I guess a little bit about my league games. Essentially, I have been playing for about 5 years. Not 5 years. I wish it was 5 years. It's closer to 3 or 4 years. I started end of season 1, technically, is when I made my account. I didn't really start playing heavily again until Darius came out. So I think that was like March of season 2, maybe. And then I didn't really start following competitive scene until NA regionals, where I watched CLG take the dump on Legion, and I became a fan immediately. And then they ended up losing at Dignitas. So already I became a CLG fan, and I got used to disappointment. It happens really quickly. Um, uh, After that, ranked wise, I'm gold 1. Still, it kills me inside. I was going to actually play ranks tonight, but here I am. I would be doing them now if the other video went well, but it did not because the microphone sucked. I'm trying to remember what I even did in the last video. It was mostly talking about the games and why they were bad games. My voice won't always sound like this. I think it's still a little iffy just from screaming a lot at Madison Square Garden. We live in New York. I went to that. It was an awesome event. Tons of people. Games were pretty good, except for TI versus TL. The games were absolute ass, I think. I guess some of them were exciting, but the picks and bans were, woo, they were not good. Ooh, I did that. And then CLG versus TSM was okay. LDG versus QG just happened. Was the LPL finals. I think the Oceanic finals were recently also. I think they were maybe a week or two ago, where Chiefs ended up winning. On my back. After that, I think LCK finals are coming up. It's going to be KT versus SKT on the 29th. I think that's like 4 days from now. Or 3 days whenever this gets released. Before that, Coup Tigers took out KT KT took out Coup Tigers in a best of 5, going 3-2, making a comeback. Yowie Flash Wolves beat HKE, Hong Kong Esports, in LMS, going 3-2, I believe, also. Pretty sure Hong Kong put up a pretty decent fight. It was really awesome to watch them in that playoffs. Actually, I remember watching the TPA series. TPA ended up going 2-0 already, and I was like, all right, this game's over. Whatever, toys. I'm sorry. I love toys, but it just wasn't happening. I went to sleep. I woke up. The games were still happening. It was 2-2, and HK was winning. I was like, what happened? So I ended up going back and watching a series, and that series was awesome to watch. Awesome comebacks. And control from HKE. They ended up winning 3-2 against TPA, Toys' older team, which won season 2. Surprises, I guess, from China would be that EDG fell twice in 2 best of 5s, 0-3 to LGD, and then 1-3 to IG, which was very surprising because IG has looked iffy at best in LPL this split. So I don't know exactly what's happening in EG. I still think EDG is going to go to Worlds and be a dominant force, but they have to pick it up. They definitely have to refine themselves and what was working. After that, that's pretty much it, really. This is just like an intro video, I guess. It was going to be more, but then it was an hour and 15 minutes afterwards of talking of a video that didn't actually go through. So this is what you're going to get. Ignore that noise. That was my computer telling me I suck. I'm used to that. So essentially, I guess I did just end up coming with a name. I'm going to call it Let's Talk Esports. So essentially, I don't have any art right now or anything over here-ish on the things. I wish I had things. I'm not an artist. If you guys are artists, you make banners like that or YouTube art, I'd be really interested in seeing what you can do with it. With like let's talk esports, something like that. Maybe even an intro video type of thing. That'd be really cool. This is my first time doing any type of video like this, so if you guys have any like tips or requests of certain things you want me to talk about, or like advice, that type of stuff, I am just starting to get into this. The only way I really know, I don't have a structure behind it really yet. I will once I actually get into making the videos. The only structure I have is that it's going to be a weekly thing every Wednesday. Um, Most of the way I talk and how I get things out comes essentially from where I mean a ton of people do videos like these, but the one I mostly watch was Thorin. I watch a lot of Thorin and Monte Cristo's mod reviews. That's probably where that's gonna come from. So I mean, if you're already watching them, I don't know why you're watching me, but if you are, that's awesome. Yeah, keep doing that thing. Um, but seriously, I'm one of many people that admin this channel. There's a bunch of other people. That's why we are the scientists, not the scientist. Got one of these right here, just to kind of unscrew it, open it up, put other people in, and close it. That's kind of what this is like. Um, I do some streaming myself on Twitch. I don't remember if I said that in the channel or earlier in the video. I think it's twitch.tv/contagiousplague. I am. Oh, that's also my league name. I believe I did say this earlier in the video, but I'm repeating myself. I am kind of actually looking to change that. The name itself, I don't really. It's kind of now. I growing out of it. I made it. I was like 14. I didn't know what else to do. I was like, Contagious Plague. That sounds really cool. It's a cliche, but it sounds really cool. So I did it. And that's just been me for the past like 3 or 4 years. That's been my name on like everything I go to now. I'm looking for a better one. Because that one it's kind of bad. I will give it. It's pretty bad. Um, but after that, like I said, if you have any art, you're interested in possibly like helping me set this whole thing up, that'd be really cool. Just message the YouTube channel. I will personally be responding to those things about this video. Um, Leave a comment, tell me how I did. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like these videos, and any other videos are going to be put up there. A lot of the other videos right now, I believe there's a lot of XCOM stuff. Scrivy or Frankie, I guess he's the one who initially made the channel, is doing a walkthrough with XCOM right now. I believe. I think he's up to 9 or 10 parts. I didn't actually check today. Sunsuko is the other person, or Sunstorm is the other person that also runs the channel. I think he did a Hearthstone video, and he was in the stream with me or both streams when I was doing Rocket League and Smite. Those are both me streaming. I do the primary streaming for the channel. I know Frankie or Scrivy, he does a lot of the video recording for his own games and walkthroughs. He's doing some Call of Duty Modern Warfare ones, Call of Duty 4, along with the XCOM stuff. I think we had two other people that joined that didn't upload anything yet. I think, I don't think he said his name in it, but Otterberg or Dosen Suslov in League is the person that made the H1Z1 video. And I think I think we have one other person that's gonna be joining. I don't know what kind of videos he's gonna be doing, but he'll also be putting stuff up. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing these. This is gonna be me talking. I'll probably have some other people come up every now and again. But essentially, when you watch this video, we're gonna be talking about esports. So let's talk esports. Um, that's a nice slogan, right? I think that's a great slogan. Somebody should art that and just go like, boop, just put it right there. Even that's, I think the watermark is boop, right there. But yeah. So essentially, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how I did. If once again looking for artists, if you do Photoshop or that kind of thing, I would love to see it. What you can do with the channel, or what you can do like anything art style that I can put up here. Because this bland just looking at me kind of sucks, right? I agree. I agree. So yeah. All right. So thanks for watching. I don't actually know how long this one was. Maybe like 15-20 minutes. Most of the videos are probably going to be a little longer than that. I know the one I just did was like an hour and 15, but I went through game by game for TIP versus TL, which was a 5-game series. So it might even be longer than that if there was all 5 games, but I could also try and split them apart. It just depends. But yeah, so like I said, requests, advice, tips, that kind of thing, it'll all be great. Very appreciative. Oh man. What a great HyperX headset, right? Am I right? Am I right? Man, I'm not sponsored. I don't get money for that. I totally should, right? I think I totally should. You can help me. I need you. Help me. You can do it. Subscribe. Do it.